Welcome back, Rare Talks. You already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Jeez.
If you haven't already, go and check us out on the Spotify.
Make sure.
And make sure you check out our exclusive content. We've got content that is exclusive on the Spotify. And also check out our website, Acast, as well, on Acast, Rare Talks.
The two most exclusive audios that we've got on there is Police Brutality and Midge's Story. Very powerful episodes on there. So make sure you guys don't miss that out, man.
And also we got Our Arrow is Different. You know,
Our Arrow is different, yeah.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
So today we got a special guest.
Special one, come on.
Yeah. And we got someone who's, you know, very, very talented, I'd say. Very, very talented. In a different type of talented way. We got someone who, you know, in the black community, for me personally, is very, very needed.
Yep.
We have a black author who goes by the name of Kenroy Blair. My brother. Yeah.
Don't know.
So yeah, man. I'm inspired to even have you here today. I'm inspired,
talk,
you know.
Thank you for coming through.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, man. It's love. So what got you into writing books?
I think it's like from when I was younger, school. Didn't really do well in English. So I just thought, you know what? Let me just conduct this story that I had from when I was 8 and just develop it more for myself. And once I showed it to a couple of my friends and they were like, you know what, just work on it more and get it out there. Eventually, that's what I did with these stories, because it only started with one story, which was Blood Warrior, one character. Just had that character, no other character. 20 pages, I thought, done. Left it alone. Came back to it later on and just added more pieces to it with my life experience. Like, yeah.
What type of methods did you apply as well to start writing your book?
Just like, I ain't gonna lie, before I didn't like reading books. I thought like reading books were like for nerds and all that. Yeah. I swear. When the teacher used to say, "Oh yeah, read this line," I was nervous. I was like, I'm gonna get it wrong. The was it word? Am I gonna say it right? Pronounce it right? I was like, teacher, don't call me up to read nothing. So like when I started reading actual books, that's the method that I applied in it, learning from how it's actually structured.
See,
yeah.
Sick. And Blood Warrior and the Wrath of Darkness.
That's a deep title.
Yep.
Is this the first one?
That's the second one.
What's the first one?
Blood Warrior and the 3 Weapons of Darkness.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So explain to us a bit about it, man. What's that?
Okay, so Blood Warrior and the 3 Weapons of Darkness is the first of 3 books. I say it's like a mixture of Games of Thrones and you put DC together.
Okay.
You know, in this world, everyone carries around a sword, because I kind of like it like Shakespeare, you know, when Romeo and Juliet and everyone had swords and that's what I kind of like, that kind of world. I think it's better than someone just like, you know, run up on you and just stabbing you. If you both have a draw, then you can see like who's actually a better sword.
More skilled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, I'm a big fan of that. It's like a superhero who doesn't really want to be a superhero. He just wants to live his life. He's got family. He wants to move from that, but he's getting, you know, manipulated into returning as a superhero and saving, you know, the world. And coming along other people like sidekicks and just so many mad characters.
That's sick.
Was it hard writing the book?
Yes, especially at my level. I'm not gonna lie. I got an F in English, innit? Couldn't put sentences together. My grammar was all over the place. But I didn't give up. I just had a story, had characters, very creative mind, and I just kept going. I know I made a lot of mistakes, but like when you like get self-published, you get an opportunity to have an editor and a proofreader which goes over it and just puts it together. So I really studied that, how they did it, and then just adjusted it to my other books that I've independently published through Amazon.
Yeah. So how did because you were saying that when we just met up, how did you get into? So you published the books from your own company?
No, not my own company. Through a self-publishing company.
Through a self-publishing.
Yeah, company. Olympia Publishers. 2 of the books. Blood Warrior and 3 Weapons of Darkness, the first book, and Blood Warrior and the Wrath of Darkness, the second book.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between like self-publish and having like a big publisher?
I think when you're a first-time author, like it's like same as a music artist. You ain't, your name's not there. No one knows you.
Yeah.
You know, so with a publishing company already there, they've already got, what you call it? They've already got people already knowing what they're about, and they already got that for you, that exposure, the name and everything. They they do a lot for you as well, like I said, structuring the book together, editing the book, writing it, like getting an editor, going over it, then marking it as well, trying to get it out there for you, and then getting it into places like Waterstones, like places that you can't literally do yourself, like at that level, unless you're already like a celebrity or someone that's known. But if you're a nobody, then yeah,
that's big.
So it's amazing, man. And I read and I saw you online with this, man. And someone introduced me and said, "Look, there's a guy from Croydon, and he's an author, black author." Because in our communities, do you find that there's a lot of black authors?
Yeah, there is a lot of black authors, but no one's speaking on them. They're not getting the exposure that they need. Because like, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but as a black person, our life is very interesting and excited. Like, we go through so much. So to be able to like put that out there and like put that into something, and for people to like see it, read it, listen to it, whatnot, it's incredible. So we need more. We need like literally more exposure in that market, and just music, because that's what we're mostly known as, music, maybe acting, but
athletes and
athletes and
But we're not really known in the sector of being authors. Even though, if I'm lying to you, like, the first book that I ever read was called The Thief by Mallory Blackman.
Okay.
I didn't even know she was a black author, but I just liked the book The Thief. I read it in year 6. It was like a little novel. I read it. It was sick. I'm not lying to you. That is a sick book. So yeah, man. I think there needs to be more exposure put on black authors, and an encouragement for people to start reading again. What's the feedback been since you put out your books?
So like, I've got a close friend. She gave a book to her sister, which is between the age of like 16 and 19, and she's saying very much it's the target audience, that age, because it's fantasy, adventure. It's got a lot of slang, so it's related to youths as well. Related to even adults who are into, like comic style, like action style, and adventures as well. So, they're just like, they like reading the later books, because once they read the later books, everything in book 1, it's just so explained, like the story there, and you're like, rah, that was actually pretty deep. Like, now I get it. Because at first you might not get it, you might overlook it, but then in the next book you read that and you're like, okay, so that's what's related or something. So yeah,
okay,
it's good feedback.
Have you thought about or have you like tried to get your book in any, or have you got it in any libraries or schools?
The 2 books that I got through the publishing company, that's already in the British Library.
Jeez.
Like, my name's there, you can research it.
Yeah.
There.
Well done.
Was
that's
it
proper.
From the second? Thank you.
That's proper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
From the second book, it's in local libraries now, as well. Yeah, man. So it's happening, slowly happening.
And you also do acting. Tell us a little bit about your acting career.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Don't worry, man.
We know.
We're doing our research. We do our research in Red Talks.
Yeah.
We always do our research.
Okay, let me call someone real quick. I'm not here. Acting. I've been doing that from like college. Just little plays. I don't know if you know Barbatunde. Don't know if you know that Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
I did a little play. Dressed me up as a female, but I don't mind. It was funny, innit? I was like 17, 18, whatever, innit? And I had to like play the daughter of like a rich Arabian like king or something, and it was pretty funny. So I've always liked acting. That's something that I want to develop more later on. I've got I'm playing a like a gang member in a upcoming TV series.
Okay.
So it's all about just developing that character, see what I can do with it. You know.
And also, you do comedy as well.
A little bit, not anymore. A little bit.
Well, you stopped or?
Yeah, I stopped that. Yeah, and just got like life just a bit more serious in it. Took it a bit more serious in it. So, you know.
Trying to hide from your past shadows. I see him trying to hide from the past shadows.
You seem like a bubbly character as well, bubbly person.
you,
You get
thank you.
me? Like, so I think you should stick to the comedy. Don't give up, man.
Thank
Don't
you,
give
thank
up.
you.
Don't give up, man. But yeah. Also, as well, see with the acting now. Did you attend any drama school or college for acting or performing arts?
No, but I wish I did. You know, that's one thing that, you know, regrets in it. That's one thing I don't want to have, regrets in it. That, oh man, when you have regrets, it does play on you in it. But like I said, just college, just doing performing arts in college. Maybe along the way after college, like getting into some kind of drama classes just to touch it up and that. But yeah, like I wish I did actually do some of that. For real, like get a proper drama school, but you know, a lot of other stuff was going on. You know, you have to pay the rent, innit?
Yeah, that's right. Money you have to make.
You have to feed other people. You know, so.
So, where was you raised? Like your background, like family?
Caribbean,
Yeah.
bit of American in me.
What part of the Caribbean?
Jamaica, come on,
yeah,
Dan,
yeah,
come
so
on,
I just wanna make
Fast
sure,
Cartel and all them, you know.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is, yeah? Growing up, I grew up in like a village, innit? I don't know if you know it, Pumpy, Portsmouth.
Oh yeah.
So from like 3, 4, I was like more dominated by like Caucasian people and all that. So the culture, I didn't really know about like the culture, the black culture. So I was seeing some of your other videos, and you had was it Senator on?
Actually, Senator.
And
Yeah.
he's talking about back in the 80s and that. And he's doing DJ and going to like. I never had that experience really until when I moved. Came back to London around 13, 14. When Brixton went to a couple of barbecue and experience that. Like there'd be a barbecue at the end of the road, another one going on, and you can just go there. No one's going to question you. Like, who are you? Move. No,
You're gonna
they
go
welcome.
there and get fed as well.
As long as you probably bring a drink or food or something, you know. But yeah.
So how was it? So you grew up in Portsmouth. How long was you there for?
Oh, about 10, 11 years.
And how was it down? What was the experiences like down there?
I wouldn't say it was not racist, but a lot of people just loved me in it, so I didn't really see it. But because I had 2 older brothers, I saw it through them getting arrested, getting into fights. Yeah. They never used to say the N-word. They used to call us like black packies.
Whoa.
They did not know the N-word down there in the 90s. They did not know.
Yeah.
They didn't like
Black packies.
I've never heard that. What?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, really uneducated.
Yep, back in the 90s, because there was no Channel 5 until probably late 90s.
That's right, yeah. I remember when Channel 5 came on.
Yeah. And so they didn't really know, like, that term, you know. So, yeah, that's what I used to, like, hear a lot.
Did you go to school down there as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and school was predominantly Caucasian.
Yeah, very difficult for me because it's just a different kind of teaching. Even from a London school, you know, it's much different, you know. So, yeah.
And then you came to London. And what part of London did you move to?
Croydon.
Okay.
You know,
Straight to the hood, boy.
Straight to the hood.
Straight to the hood.
Trenches.
Mad.
even though I was born like Lambeth, like that's like where I'm originally from, like, you know, them sides. Come back like when I was like 13, 14, Croydon, so I wasn't involved in no gang or nothing. Didn't, lucky enough. I knew a lot of those people though.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're on the road or you go down to the park, you're gonna come across these people. You go to parties, wild parties. Like imagine you're a Croydon boy. I don't know if you've gone to a Bromley house party. Them houses are mad big.
Yeah, they're big. Yeah,
It'd be like
massive.
3 living rooms.
Yeah, yeah. You see
So-
the culture shock.
Yeah, so the only because I bought from Portsmouth, which is the houses are alright. They're not like big, but they're alright in it. So I'm seeing that, I'm like, oh, this is another lifestyle. Like, you know, like look at how big this. You can put 3 cars, 4 cars on the driveway. You know, like
It's madness.
yeah.
Trust me, that's it. Also, another question I wanted to ask. You see, growing up in Croydon, what kind of things did you see growing up in Croydon?
Oh man, was it a lot? I was around when like DSM was like, you know, known like doing their operations and that. So I see a
DSN
lot.
bloody
Yeah,
hell,
going.
bruv.
Yeah.
Old school still.
So I wasn't around like the old school man, which are like 40s and now and 50s now. It was like the ones which are now 30s and they're trying to like get jobs and just like better themselves. That was the kind of DSN that I saw. So they was a bit more ruthless. I don't know, like McDonald's is one McDonald's which everyone used to get run up on. You know,
Where was that? Norbury or
no,
Croydon?
Croydon McDonald's. Whitgift McDonald's.
Yeah, remember that place?
Oh man, kids used to get run up on like jump. Like, let me hear the change in your pocket. Jump. I was jump. You hear little change pass me like. So £1.50. Let me get me a drink. I need my bus pass. Allow me. No man, yeah. Saw stabbings as well. You know. Oh man, yeah. A lot of homeless people taking drugs. You know, like the proper bad stuff. Spice. I've seen like. Yeah, just
man, them taking spice on road, yeah.
In the park, just there, or even on the roadside, just smoking it, having a conversation with you, bang, bang, and you're thinking, why does it smell a bit weird, plastically? And you're like, oh, that's spice. So you're backing up, yeah. And the next minute, man just drops on the floor, gone, and you're like, should I call ambulance or nothing? And then he starts twitching like, and then half an hour later, he's up walking around like drinking his little Stella or whatever. You want mate? Yeah. Yeah, man. You ready for round 2?
Press the button. Press the button.
Hey.
Yeah, man says he's up like Terminator.
Like the zombies, you know the zombies?
Yeah, the zombies.
So the zombie dead, it comes back to life. Man respawned, through boy, from Call of Duty.
But that is like you
stories, man. Stories.
And would you say that's a big difference between London and say Portsmouth? Would you say, or was Portsmouth rough like that as well?
No, man. Portsmouth is just more a strength of if you're strong or not. Yeah. If you show that you're strong, people just start. Yeah, you're my guy or whatever. Yeah. You know, London. I think it's much different. You have to show your intelligence. You have to be strong. Yeah, like it's much different.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So what secondary school did you go to?
Secondary, Addington High. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah, Addington High. I know what that is.
Yeah. Went to Addington High, so a lot of NFs down there.
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
Addington is mad racist.
I didn't even know that, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because it's not. Because I'm just thinking now, innit? But yeah, go on.
Yeah,
so,
there wasn't as much.
Yeah, Addington, bro. Back in the days, though. I don't think now, but back in the days, Addington was mad.
Yeah, now it's not though.
But the thing was, I wasn't really shocked with it because obviously coming from Portsmouth, like, so I don't know what it is with like the NF down there. When they saw me, they never really troubled me. Even when I was on my ones, for some reason they come up to me like, "Oh man, you cool? Where you going? You're going to school? It's like £2." I'm thinking, why are these racist guys giving me £2? Yeah. Like, I just never understood. I don't know if it's my spirit or something. They never bothered me like that.
They always wanted that
dating one of their sisters.
No, you know why? They always wanted that black friend so they could say, I ain't racist. Yeah, I know a black boy. I gave him £2 earlier.
Yeah.
Kenroy's my mate. I gave him, you know the one that writes the books. Yeah, I used to give him money. Well, just ask him. You can ask him.
Got a black mate. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so
I
that's
got a black mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's how it is, or generally they just take to your spirits.
That's probably It took to your spirit. So so the school was racist then. Not racist in the school, but there was a lot of racist children in there. They
put me in set 8 class. You know what set 8 class is, isn't it? So it's not even for like dumb people. It's like all the naughty people who can't behave. And these kids, they're not stupid or nothing. They're very intelligent, but they just can't control. You know, if they got HDAD or something, I don't know if that's the word.
ADHD.
Yeah, if they got that, or they just can't function in a normal class, innit? So that really put a lot of downer on me, like self-confidence and self-esteem, because you're in a class like that and they're still kicking up and we're trying to learn and you can't learn. So the teacher's just like, there, just be there and get her paycheck and bounce, innit, really? You know, so yeah.
So that man set up to fail or something. You know what I mean?
So what's the best thing that happened to you in your childhood?
Best thing? Probably once the racist country gave me my passport and I went away for the first time in like 28 years.
Where did you go?
Spain.
How was it?
Beautiful. I was watching one of your other videos and you was talking about it. Like, kids really do need to like come out of this, like, I don't know, the system here and go and actually see real life. How people are free. You got Spanish people who don't speak English coming up to you and saying like good morning and you know, como estás and all that, you know, and you're like, like, you know, you're trying to communicate it, but they're happy, they're smiling, the sun's on them. You know, it's a different vibe, and everyone needs to experience it outside this country. Get out when you can.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Real talk, man.
100%, man. I feel like if you take some people from them environments and put them in different environments, then you'll see different results. It'll bring out the better in them.
That's right.
Because they're in an environment where it's different, so you can't be the same. You can't be a road you in Spain. It's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. Still,
people are gonna look at you weird. Like, what are you on?
Mental.
It's not
Like,
part
So
of their
you're gonna have
culture,
to learn how to adjust. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've never understood. Like, I know people that they wasn't bad in London, but then go to another country and then they put on this persona like they're bad. But the people in that country, they can't take to him because that's not how we are. We're not like that. Like, we're different type
like
of
a
people.
culture shock to
you know
them.
what I'm saying? So, and you're trying to bring something over there that doesn't exist. And that's why the person, he doesn't prosper in whatever he does, because he's bringing an attitude that the people don't know. So the people are going to meet you with a big resistance. It could be resistance in, you know, like, your opportunities are cut short. Nobody wants to really talk to you. You don't have no friends because you're trying to bring something from London to another country. Even if you bring London culture to Birmingham, bro, it's different. In Birmingham, everybody walks slow.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Yeah.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
people walk slow.
You agree with
People
that?
walk
as well,
slow.
yeah.
I just clocked it because I was like, why is everyone walking so slow, man?
But I know what you mean, though. Yeah, go on.
But in London, we walk so fast.
Yeah,
Everywhere's
pace.
fast.
We're just
Yeah.
rushing to get to
Everywhere. Like,
Stress.
bus, need to get bus fast. Train fast. Get in my car, drive fast.
Yeah.
Jump out, I need to go to the shop. You
Moving
jump out the
fast,
car.
yeah.
You don't want the ticket inspector to give you a ticket, so you jump out your car, run into the shop. Do you see what I'm saying? Everything's so fast.
And it's because you're right though, because even when I first went to Amsterdam, it's not even just Amsterdam, but I've been other places. But when I went to Amsterdam, and more importantly, so we've got off of the train now. I'm off of the plane, gone to the train station, innit? Like, so we're waiting for the train to go to Amsterdam Central, and the train's like 45 minutes, and I'm just like, wait there. I'm saying to my brother, raw, like, is this how? He's like, bro, we're not in London, you know, like, it's not underground, you know, where the train come, like, this is a different type of place. You get me? It's relaxed. The people are relaxed here. Why do you think, like, with marijuana and it's legal in this part? So and then I'm clocking, I'm like, right, maybe a lot of the people smoke or what, it's just it's a laid back culture. But I'm still in that rush. I want to go to the cafe, I want to go and taste this strain, I want to go there, I want to go and eat, I'm hungry. But you're right, when I travel, I realize you just relax, like, you know, like Rome as well is laid back. It takes about an hour for you to get your local bus to the Vatican City or whatever. Everything is just laid back. Jamaica as well, everyone's laid back. You get me?
No, Jamaica's not laid back.
No, it take long, fam.
Jamaica not laid back, road,
What do you mean?
boy.
So what, if you go into a hospital in Jamaica, you're gonna be waiting all day, bro? You see what I'm trying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a laid back thing. Like, if you go in a shop in Jamaica, man are laid back. They're not rushing in the shop, fam.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Obviously, the country itself they're fast. You get me? But then everyone is just here. London, New York. I've been to New York. New York's crazy. It's even worse. It's loud, and you get me. But yeah, man, everywhere's more
City that don't sleep.
Yeah, man. I feel like London's a place where it never sleeps, you know.
Never sleeps.
It's like non-stop, and people just won't stop in London. Anywhere else you go in the UK, it's a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah,
Except for
laid back.
except for that. Yeah, man.
They call that the country mentality.
Yeah. So what's the worst thing that someone can do in a relationship?
Worst thing that someone can do in a relationship?
Yeah.
Probably mental abuse. Like, that's like, because you're gonna carry that onto your next relationship, maybe, you know, and even with your friends around you, you can like show that hurt that person's done, and then your friends are, why is this guy like bugging out? Has he smoked spice or something? Why is he bugging out? You know, is he all right? Do I need to sit him down and talk to him? Like, is he all right? You know, no, it's true though. Like,
Yeah, nah, for real.
you know, I don't like hitting or nothing. I don't think it should ever get that far. You know, if you're gonna hit someone, just hit them in the 1 minute and keep it moving. You know, like, give them a quick, girl, shut up, man. But no, like, yeah, man. That's the worst thing. Mental abuse. What do you reckon?
There's all kinds of things, man. Not appreciating what you do. I've said that and I say it again. If
I like that one. You said that last time.
if someone doesn't appreciate you or appreciate the efforts that you do, it breaks your heart because you feel like you've done so much, but the person can't even see what you've done. And for me, that's the worst thing someone could do in a relationship, not appreciate you. You know, it's the worst.
What we need to stop doing as well is like, you know, when our brethren do something wrong and we're like, yeah, man, she's in the wrong.
Yeah, back in, yeah.
You have to be, what you call it, strict with your friend and be like, listen, no, that's not how it's running. This is, you did this and that. And like, I think your friends will appreciate it more that you did that. They're just being on that person's side all the time.
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, one time I said to my brethren, I was ranting about my girl and that. I was like, oh yeah, like I have to put up with this, and he goes to me, but bro, she's putting up with you. You get me? That gave me a reality check. He said, but bro, it's not just one way. It's not just you're coming to me like I'm like he's a real friend. It's like yeah, boom, 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 but it's not just you putting up with her. She's putting up with you. So you need to know how to tone it down a bit and just listen. You get me? So I was like, right. So you're right. If I had someone that was just always saying, yeah, you're right, maybe I wouldn't even be in my relationships. I think, oh, everyone's saying I'm right. You get me? So yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel like your friends should give you reality checks. You know, real friends tell you real stuff. They don't just tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
They tell you things that you don't want to hear. You know, and that's our class that as a real friend. You know, but then there's a difference between telling what you hear and just being negative all the time. You know, and know the difference between both of them because some people they don't know how to differentiate. All right, he's criticizing me, but why is it that every conversation starts with criticism and not upliftment? You know, you have to know your own space. And I was talking to someone about this last night about, you know, loving yourself enough to take yourself away from situations that are not going to benefit you. And I say that again, loving yourself enough to take yourself away from situations that do not benefit you. And I'm saying if somebody is bringing harm to your mental state, whether that is, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you love yourself enough, then you're going to remove yourself from that situation. But if you don't love yourself enough, you're going to think that it's normal. And that's why people that are in abusive homes, like mother and father, like fighting all the time, that person grows up to think that fighting is normal.
Yeah,
right?
normal.
You know what I'm saying? A girl might get hit and feel like he loves me because I saw my dad do it to my mum. And the boy might think I have to beat her or hit her for her to really know that I love her. But that's not really the case. Does that make sense? But it's a toxic way of thinking. So some people take that into their friendships. So they're like, if I'm not arguing with my friend all the time, he's not really my friend. So he's bringing that energy to you, but you're not even on that time. You know what I'm saying? So love yourself enough to take yourself away from situations that, you know, you don't want to be in. That's my advice for anyone today.
So real.
For real.
I'm saying.
That's so real.
What does self-love mean to you?
Self-love could mean many things to me, to be honest. Was it if you're not waking up in the morning and liking your situation, then that's a problem, innit? You can always change the situation. It's not gonna happen straight away, overnight. Just work on it, and as long as you keep doing positive stuff, you're gonna get there. You know, don't rush nothing. There's no point in rushing nothing. You know, you're gonna look like an idiot. You're not Sonic. Just chill out. You know.
Do you think there's a cure to knife crime?
Yes, of course. I think you just have to like me growing up in Portsmouth, there's a lot of activities that the youth we used to meet up, youth centre, interact, families used to talk. So once that got a link with the families, like two different families, they know each other, that means those kids won't end up like getting into a massive beef where it's shanking someone, you know, or taking someone else's life. It's all about being tighter and unity in it with each other, and not thinking who's that in 97 living there, where that's your next door neighbor. You should know who your next door neighbor is. Yeah. You know, you should know a little bit about what they do, not everything, but you know. And like in the 90s, there was a lot of that. I used to know my next door neighbor, could go there, get sugar, get milk, you know, could go and sit down, have a meal. You know, it's proper, like, you know. But now it's just like, I don't know if they've put out fear factor with a lot of things, like, oh, you could get kidnapped in this house or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. It's a bit weird. But yeah, there is a cure for knife crime. It's just starting with the youth. And I'm not talking about like 13, 14-year-olds. I'm talking about like probably from 5, 6.
Just what Mark said earlier as well.
Because you know what it is? It's because their sisters and brothers, which are in year 7 to like 11 are listening to all that music and involved in that.
Yeah.
So they're watching it and seeing that life in it. So it's already changing their mindset. But if we start from, toddlers like 5 and show them how to love, one another, we can change it, innit?
Yeah. That's right. Also, what's your thoughts on drill music? What's your opinion on drill music?
Drill music, I think it's very creative. The videos are definitely creative. The bars are just like what they have done or what they did to get to where they are. It's like it's just suppressing yourself in it. Just like hip hop back in the 90s, NWA, just expressing their life, what's going on and all that.
Their environment.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of kids understand that it's just them expressing what experience they've gone through or what they have done, and they're not really doing that no more. To some drill artists are still probably doing it active in it, which is bad, because once you start making money, you should be moving away from that. That's why, like Losi, in one of his interviews, he said something like, he's not on the road like that. If he's not on the road, I don't know him personally, innit? So can he still rap about all that?
You see, with Lowski, why I like Lowski's interview, he breaks down, just like in your book, where there's characters, isn't it? So he's saying Lowski's he's identified now. Yeah, when he was young, Lowski in the head was a person that he named on the street or whatever, but he's now identified that I'm not doing that no more. I'm successful in my field and what I'm doing. So now Lowski's a character. You get me? And whatever this character is saying, that's not true. It's not true about the character. It's like Terminator. That's not who Arnold Schwarzenegger is. You get me? That's Terminator, or
Phil Mitchell or something.
Phil Mitchell. Yeah, that's a great one.
Phil
I like that one there.
Yeah.
You get me?
Phil Mitchell.
That's not how Phil Mitchell. You get me? Ross Kemp's obviously doing his little gangs thing, but he's not Grant Mitchell. He's you get me? He's Ross Kemp. So I think I like when the youths identify that, that no, that's not me. That's not what I live. But at the same time, I feel with drill music,
But my question to you is this though: how long can you play a character till you actually become that character, bro?
But I think where you've lived that character, where he's said that, like before that was him, so now it's turned into a character. So you can only live it. You're right. You can't live it forever, innit? You've got to grow up one day and grow up.
No, but I mean,
but the character can live forever, though.
No, but what I'm trying to say is
Batman and Spider-Man.
No, but you're not listening to what I'm saying to you. Batman is always Batman. Yeah. So when Bruce Wayne couldn't differentiate his personal life. That's why you don't really remember Bruce Wayne's normal life, but you remember Batman's life, all the things that he done. So what I'm trying to say is, if I'm always acting as a character, do I eventually become that character?
Like the Harley Quinn and the Joker thing.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So if people are saying I'm just playing a character, I'm just playing a role, why can't you play a role of a slave or something? Like, what's the difference between that? Do you make sense?
Because obviously, the role that he's characters playing is in the field that he chose, isn't it? You see what I'm trying to say? Whereas there's other characters where their role might be talking about girl. But I know what you mean. Like, are you gonna turn it? But I feel the way he identified it is that he thought he was the person before. Like, he was living as a character. But now I think he's identified that my name is me and Lowski. You get me? But do you think as well that drill music incites violence?
Yeah.
Do?
Yeah.
How, like?
But that's like with every other music as well. It's not just drill. Like even grime, you might like want to kick down a door and like, slap someone or something just because they did you wrong and ate your sandwich in the morning just because it's been spitting in a bar, innit? Or like, that was a hard bar, I'm gonna actually go and do that.
Yeah,
like
it's real.
No, it's real. Like rock, with the drug, like because heavily drug. Because I've been around rock people, I know rock people. They're really involved in like heavily drugs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's true. Like, it's not just drill. A lot of other music as well. Yeah.
And films, everything.
Yeah.
I think
It has a big influence.
That's why when it says 18, like imagine this, you're like, like a game, Call of Duty 18. That's why it's 18, because apparently your mind is supposed to be, well developed enough to actually play that game. And a lot of kids, mine's still not even developed until they're probably 28 or something.
Yeah.
So, it's not for everyone in it, but everyone's trying to play it. Like, I remember copping it when I was 15.
Yeah.
I'm blasting down next ops in it, saying, "Yeah, that's my ops, bang, man."
I even used to like
Ops.
Yeah, look at that's
Yeah.
mad though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They named that. But I used to, I don't know, I know you used to do it as well. We used to go cinema. So say that might go cinema with youth club, or someone might take us, and then we're waiting to get picked up. So we just sneak into the 18 one because there's no one there. You're already in, you've passed it. And we just sneak into the 18 one and sit down and just go and watch the 18 one. And there was no one there to even say, oh, how old are you? Checking any
I was watching over 18 movies at the age of 6, bro.
Yeah, even me. Videos like Chucky.
Menace to
Did
Society.
you even understood what was going on in these films?
I just
Honestly,
saw killing and just
yeah.
And it's funny, because them things do have an effect on you.
Yeah.
Because as I got older and I was watching the movies again, I was watching it with a criminal mind. So I watched it as a child's mind.
You watch it as a criminal mind. You watch it as an adult mind.
I'm watching it as an adult. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I would never let my children watch this ever. It's got every kind of dirty thing in it. Swearing, death, drugs, everything. I'm like, bro, like no hope. Like it's just like crazy. Like when I think back in it now, it's like it's deep, man.
But you see, subliminally, do you know what I've always clocked as well, though? Subliminally, the films, the bad guy always loses. You get me? Like, he either ends up dead or in jail. You get me?
But
like,
it's still, but this is what they do. They glamorize it so hard in the film that you want to be the bad guy. You don't even care about that.
They don't make that bit stand out. You get me? They don't
make
make that. But that's why I always I was like, wait there, hold on. I'm not sure if it's someone said it one time, but about any film with police, them always winning at the end. Like a Jamaican brother told me. You get me? So then when I'm like, you know what? You're right. Even in The Wire. But that's why I like The Wire, because everyone has their ending different. Everyone's ending was different. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I got so many good movies, so many. I can't really. Do you know what? Wesley Snipes. Like any movie that he's really played in. Like Blade. Yeah. Like he's just the way he can just fight in it. It's just even Bruce Lee, like as well. Jackie Chan. I'm more like that side, innit? Like Kung Fu and fighting side of.
Do you know about Snake in the Eagle's Shadow?
Yes, come on.
Jackie Chan's film.
Yes,
Jackie Chan's film, innit?
Come on, you can't make films like that no more.
Is that when he flicks up?
Drunken Master, come on, come on.
Don't play with
me. If I remember right,
don't play with
me. He flicks the apple up, Rude Boy. Is that the one with Jackie Chan you're talking about, innit? But he flicks the apple up here, bro. He volleys the apple like Gascoigne. You know Paul Gasser in the Euros when he volleyed the ball, bro. He does some madness. He's fighting bare man. Boom, 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 boom. Then there's like an apple for some reason on this table, and he's on the table. He flicks at the apple, goes boom, does one kick up, and he just goes bam, kicks the apple and it licks man's face. I will never forget that scene. I said, Jackie Chan.
Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, bruv. I don't know. If you know, you know, bro. Yeah. I was a karate man. I got a brother called Steve, and
big up Steve.
He used to always show him about every karate. We used to sit in his room and watch. I'm talking about. I know some ones, that you lot would never even know. I'm talking about these ones probably came out in 1980 something. Like I can't even remember the names of it like right now. But if I pull it on, I'll be like, what was it? Wu-Tang versus Samurai or them two there.
That's how Wu-Tang got their name, through the Kung Fu films and that. Yeah. Because they were heavy fans of that as well.
Trust me.
Well, you know about Yip Man.
Yeah,
come on.
That's light. That's new. That's kind of new school. I'm talking about like the old school VCR days.
What about what was that film called again? With Bruce Lee, fam, when he's the mirrors are there, man. Come on, everyone knows
Birth of the Dragon.
Is it
Enter the Dragon?
Enter the Dragon.
That's
to me, that's the best. That's the best still. Bruce Lee and you know what I like Bruce Lee? He gets whacked up in these films and he's still the G, you get me? Not like Steven Seagal and he's like, oh, man's got a Uzi and he just blocks the bullet. Man blocks the rocket launcher with his chest like the arpage. Like, get out of here, man. You get me?
Trust me, I'm telling you. But yeah, man, karate films is my childhood, man. I can't even lie to you, man.
Trust me.
That brings back bare memories.
That means you must have been into like Dragon Ball Z and all that as well.
Standard. I was into Pokemon Red and
Fist
Pokemon
of the
Blue.
North Star and Gaiva and them. You know about that? Gaiva. Yeah, Fist of the North Star was my favourite.
Don't get me mad. Brother, listen. No, that's finish him, yes.
Yeah, Chelsea.
That Fist of the North Star. I watched that to this day, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
There's a series, you know.
What, a Fist of the North Star?
Fist of the North Star series online, but I think it's only in like.
Was it from the old school ones?
It's got translation, but it's not in English.
Yeah, it was always. I swear it was always like that, though, isn't it?
This is like a new series that they brought out like 5-6 years ago.
Okay, so it's like new.
brother.
The design must be sick though. The
It's got the same
animation
kind of
of it must be
storyline.
mad.
It's got the same kind of storyline.
Yeah.
But it's sick, and it's got all the characters in it, and it's like, oh, it's sick, bro.
Yeah, I
I
need
can't
to
even
watch
tell
it
you.
still.
One Punch Man as well.
Yeah,
Have
One
you
Punch. Yeah.
Have you been watching that? Yeah.
That's anime. One Punch Man.
Yeah.
That's
watched
new.
that,
That's
nah.
new.
Oh, you need to watch that, man.
Yeah. There's something called Attack of the Titans. It's kind
Yeah.
of mad still. Mad.
That's mad scary.
Mad,
like,
mad.
you know, if you was a kid like 6, 7 watching that, that's scary.
Yeah, Attack of the Titans is mad. That is mad.
I need to watch that as
Yeah,
well.
trust me.
But yeah, I would say as well. What would be your favorite book that you've read?
This is going like off elsewhere,
Yeah.
but 50 Shades of Grey.
What?
That teaches you, just like Drake's music, that teaches you the way of life.
I hate them. Why, brother? No way, man. I remember my girl had it in the yard. I was like, no, I read them things there. You get me? No, I read that.
I
get
man
me?
said 50 Shades
It's
of
a
Grey.
G,
No,
though.
what did you learn from 50 Shades
Yeah.
of Grey? No, what did you learn from it? What did you learn?
Everything, man. New stuff, man, for the bedroom,
You see
innit?
the
New
upper
stuff.
game in the bedroom, yeah. The upper game.
Next
with the
level,
girl,
man. Blowing some girl's neck, and then next level. You don't even need to physically touch. You can do mad neck spins, and it's mad. It's mad. Like, it's mad. Gave me powers. I thought I was like, you know.
Cheap. And he said it straight. Yeah.
I read all 3 of them because it's like basically a naughty version of Twilight. Do you know Twilight? The vampires.
Yeah, they used to have it on TV.
It's basically a naughty version.
Is the book better than the movie?
Of course, most of these books are always better than movies
Yeah.
because they can't add everything into movies. But books, you can just go crazy. You can just say mad stuff like you're like, what the heck? But that scene was just like a 10-second scene. But this scene's like going on for 1 hour. And like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Mad.
just going off for chapters.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, chapters. My man's just shelling out the thing, boy. Yeah, that book's
Mad.
nuts. That sounds nuts.
Mad.
Still.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite.
One of my favorites, and then Law of Power.
48 Laws.
Yeah, 48 Laws of Power.
Robert
I haven't
Greene.
finished it, but I'm going through it. So,
What's
yeah.
what's the most catching thing that you've got from that book?
What one?
48 Laws of Power.
Like I don't know if it's trying to teach you what it actually means, isn't it? 48 of power. It's like saying how if someone is like in a higher position than you, you don't show them that you are actually more intelligent than them.
It's
you make them
called,
believe.
never outshine the master.
Yeah,
Master,
that's it. That's what
Law
yeah,
number 1.
basically. Yeah,
Yeah, never outshine the master.
Yeah.
It's a deep law because
Yeah.
a lot of people fall short. I fell short many times.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could be don't outshine your manager. You know.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
work. Yeah, that's how I just took it
Yeah.
now as well. And I've felt like that bare times still.
When you're showing them all your achievements and showing how great you are to the team, and the person at the
Yeah.
top's thinking, "I'm going to get rid of you soon."
yeah. No, I've seen it happen to man, and then I swear.
Challenging my authority.
Yeah.
Back in the day, man, they took swords and fighted. But nowadays,
Exactly.
managers fire
Yeah.
you, bro. Just get
Now
out
you
of the
don't even
way.
have a say, fam.
Yeah.
Because
When
they
you at-
run the company, innit?
Yeah, when you're at your own pace, no one can contest you anyway. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know.
It always goes to show flaws, man. Show that you're
Yeah.
show flaws. But yeah, man, it's a good book, man.
Yeah, I'm
Never
not
appear
afraid of
perfect.
showing flaws now, no more. I'm not afraid because it'll just make you better anyway. You have to make mistakes to learn from it, innit?
That's right.
100%.
That's why they say in that book, the 48 Laws, never
Yeah.
appear perfect as well.
Never appear too perfect.
Yeah.
Sick. So plug everyone in with your social media, man. Tell them what you're doing, man. What you doing now?
And how to get your book.
Okay, it's official Kenroy Blair on the Instagram. You can get all the books from Amazon. Some of them on Waterstone as well. Blood Warrior and the Three Weapons of Darkness and Blood Warrior and the Wrath of Darkness. They're on Waterstone as well. The BMT is the universe name, innit? Brilliant, masterful transcripts. That's what like DC and Marvel's got their name. That's the name for that. I'm trying to now find illustrators to create the characters in like visually.
I got someone.
See, that's what I'm
I've
saying.
got
This
someone.
is what it's
I've got
about.
a friend that I used to go to school called Darius. Shout out to my brethren called Darius. That's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
His whole life. That's his
He's a narrator.
passion. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, honestly. Like,
I'm gonna plug you in. No,
I've got so much material to do that, So, yeah, that's the next level, and then just see where it goes from there. With the acting as well, I'm gonna be the main character in our society, which is just what's going on day to day in it, pandemic, gangs, races at work, just single mother kind of stuff like that. So yeah, it's like that's interesting. That's gonna be the first proper acting thing, and it's gonna go on TV as well. Like what's the that show? Bulletproof.
Yeah.
You've been watching that
with Asher D.
Yeah.
And, no Clark.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like that level of producers and like, so it's gonna be mad. I'm a bit nervous, but come on, let's do this.
Yeah, go on, man. You got this, my bro.
Yeah.
Do this, man.
Yeah.
Then that's it really. Just hit me up on the Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Official Kenroy Blair.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Don't know, man. Big up for coming through.
Big up,
today.
man. Love for coming through.
Keep
my
up the
brother,
good work, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Done,
Thank you guys.
Blessings.